Welcome back. Today we're diving into one of those questions I feel so many of us have at some point. What does he truly think about you? Not just what he shows, not just what he says, but what actually runs through his mind when he thinks of you. Because let's be real, we've all been there, wondering what's going on in his head when he pulls back, when he looks at you a certain way, or even when he just goes quiet. So today we're going to let the cards spill the tea. I've got 3 piles laid out for you. Take a moment, take a deep breath and look at them. If any pile feels right, or if anyone attracts you more, that's usually the one with your message. That's your intuition talking. And don't worry, I've added timestamps down in the description below, so you can skip straight to your pile whenever you're ready. So this is a reading for those who chose pile number 1. So let's find out what he truly thinks about you. When he lays at night, when he's alone, when no one's watching him, what thoughts run through his mind about you? Let's see the truth. Let's see what cards have to tell us. Okay, pile 1. Your cards are 4 of Wands, the Emperor, and Queen of Swords. This is a really interesting mix of home celebration, control, and respect. Let's talk about it. So starting with 4 of Wands. This card is all about joy, stability, home vibes, and even long-term potential. So when he thinks of you, there's definitely a part of him that sees you as someone who could actually be happy with. He could actually be happy with. For some of you, this is literally him imagining that it would be what it would be like to build a life with you, like a home or a future, or at least being part of each other's everyday lives. Do you ever get the sense that he lights up around you, or that you bring him that comfort feeling, like he feels safe, grounded, maybe even like family a little bit? Because that's the 4 of Wands. He's not just thinking about passion, he's also seeing you as someone that brings stability and joy. That is the vibe I'm getting from this card. And then we have the Emperor. And that's interesting because the Emperor is a little bit opposite. It's all about control, structure, being in charge. So on one hand, he might think of you as someone powerful, someone who knows what she wants and doesn't play around. He could see you as strong, disciplined, even someone who challenges him to step up and be more responsible. But on the flip side, he could also be projecting his need for control here. So for some of you, this might be him thinking, if I want her, I've got to step up into my Emperor energy and actually provide, lead, and protect like a real Emperor. For others, it could be more like she's amazing, but she doesn't fit in my structured world, or does she fit in my structured world? Can I make her fit in the way that I do things? So yes, Emperor energy can be admiration, but also that rigid side of him where he wants things his way. And then we have Queen of Swords. She comes with sharp mind and clear boundaries. This tells me he sees you as someone who doesn't take nonsense, which is a good thing. He thinks your intelligence, as you see in the card, even the card shows the woman is studying, so he thinks you're intelligent, sharp, maybe even intimidating at times. Like he knows he can't just sweet talk you. He has to come correct, or you'll cut right through the excuses. My question to you is, do you ever feel like he goes back a little bit? Maybe because he's not sure how you'll react? That's Queen of Swords energy. He sees you as fair, but also not afraid to say, nope, that doesn't work for me. So together, how does this flow? For once, he sees you as joy, stability, maybe even long-term potential. The Emperor, he sees you as strong, powerful, maybe requiring him to step up, or maybe he wants to put you in his structured box. And Queen of Swords, he sees you as intelligent, sharp, and someone who sets boundaries. So the story here feels like he respects you. He sees potential with you, he feels the warmth and joy, but he also knows you're not someone he can play games with. For some of you, he admires that. For others, it might make him a little nervous, like he's thinking, I have to be on my best game with her. So, pile number 1, he truly thinks of you as a mix of warmth and home, but also strength and intelligence. Someone who could be a partner, but someone also he can't mess around with. Let me know if that resonates with you. If that sounds like your situation. Do you feel like he both admires and slightly fears your strength? Let me know in the comments below. This is a reading for those who chose pile number 2. So let's see what he truly thinks about you. If what he thinks about you is clear as day from looking at him, or maybe there are some hidden thoughts that he keeps to himself. Oh, and this is the card that fell out itself. So this is a Signs, Page of Swords. And then we have King of Wands. And then we have Three of Wands. Okay, so we have Page of Swords, King of Wands, and Three of Wands. So Page of Swords, that's the card that fell out. This card is such a curious eyes card. It makes me think of someone who's watching, asking questions in their head, or even checking up on you in little ways. So when he thinks about you, there's a sense of curiosity for sure, like he wants to know you more. He could literally be keeping an eye on you. Social media, little comments, noticing things you do. Do you feel like he's always paying attention to the little details, or maybe asking you random questions just to keep the conversation going? That's Page of Swords energy. It's not super mature. It's a bit like I'm interested, but I'm not ready to fully say it out loud yet. That's the energy of this card. And then we have King of Wands. And this is fire, this is passion, attraction. He definitely sees you as someone magnetic. The King of Wands is also leadership, charisma, so he thinks you're exciting, maybe a little bold, someone who's not just ordinary. For some of you, he could literally see you as inspiring, like you've got energy he admires and maybe even envies a little bit. For others, it's just pure attraction, like, whoa, this person lights me up. Alternative story with this card could be that this is how he feels next to you, that he feels admired, that he feels like a king, and he is enjoying that energy. And the last card, we have Three of Wands. This card is all about looking for the future, planning, waiting for results. So what does that mean about what he thinks of you? It's like he's thinking long term, or at least, what could this become? It's almost like he's standing here and going, okay, I see her, I feel the fire, I'm curious, but where do we go from here? He might be waiting for the right moment to act, or waiting to see if you'll give him some kind of signal. That could be an option here too. So to put these cards together, Page of Swords, he's watching, he's curious, maybe even a little shy about saying it outright. King of Wands, he's attracted, inspired, he feels the spark with you, or this is how you make him feel next to you and he's enjoying that energy. And Three of Wands, he's thinking ahead, wondering what the next steps look like, maybe waiting for a moment to make a move. So when he thinks of you, it's like a mix of she's interesting, I want to know more, I feel that fire, and I'm already kind of imagining what could happen next. Does this sound familiar? Like he's curious about you, but also kind of holding back and watching? Or do you feel more of that bold king energy? Like he wants to step forward, but he's waiting for the right time? Let me know in the comments below. So this is a reading for those who picked pile number 3. So let's see what he truly thinks about you. We immediately have 10 of Wands. Okay, let's start with 10 of Wands. This card is heavy. It's all about carrying a heavy load. As you see, it's even portrayed on the card. A woman is carrying a heavy load. It's a heavy card. So when he thinks of you, there's this feeling of weight. For some of you, he might feel like you're a responsibility, or that being with you would mean taking on a lot. It's not necessarily in a bad way. Sometimes this card shows up when someone's like, this is a lot, but it is worth it. Do you ever feel like he acts serious about you, but then seems a little tired or overwhelmed? That's 10 of Wands energy. He's thinking, this connection is not light, it matters, but it's not effortless either. It requires effort. Then we have a Page of Pentacles. Such a different vibe. The page is fresh, the page is eager, willing to learn. So in his mind, there's curiosity about you and this sense of, I want to start something, I want to learn how to make this work. He might be thinking about small steps like offering you something practical or building slowly. For some of you, this could literally mean he's thinking about investing in you, not just emotionally, but in tangible ways, like time, gifts, effort. It's not a king energy, but it's the energy of, I'm willing to start to put in the work, even if I don't know and I don't have all the answers yet. And then we have 10 of Pentacles. This is big long-term energy. This is family, legacy, stability, the whole picture. This is one of the most positive cards in the deck, 10 of Pentacles. It symbolizes joy, family, and end results. So when he thinks of you, there's a part of him imagining the future. Like, could this be my person? Could this be home, stability, something that lasts? That's what this card represents. So it's interesting because it's like he's caught up between the feeling of burden, the learning phase, where he wants to try even though it's not easy, and then the dream, where he can actually see this being long term. So this also gives me an energy potentially that for some of you, he may feel that he's not enough currently, that he's not a king yet and he's just a page, and it will require him to really step up and do hard work in order to be with you, but he feels that this is worth it because for you, you are the end game in his mind. So what does he truly think about you? He thinks you're someone who could be part of serious long-term life path for sure, but he also feels the weight of it. This isn't casual in his mind. You're not just a fling. You represent work, you represent effort, responsibility, but also potential future. So my question to you is, do you feel that from him? Like, he sees you as someone important, but sometimes he acts weighted down or hesitant because it's so real? That's exactly what these cards are saying, so I'm curious if you're feeling that from him. Please let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching.